When you think of Venus, you probably picture a hellish landscape, right? A surface hot enough to melt lead, crushing atmospheric pressure, and clouds of sulfuric acid. It's often called Earth's evil twin. But what if I told you that this seemingly inhospitable world might be hiding a secret? A secret that could change everything we know about life in the universe. For decades, we've been searching for extraterrestrial life, mostly looking at Mars or distant exoplanets. But some scientists are looking closer to home, not at Venus's scorched surface, but high up in its thick, cloudy atmosphere. It sounds like science fiction, but the idea has been around for over half a century, proposed by brilliant minds like Carl Sagan. So, could there really be life floating in the clouds of Venus? Let's look at the conditions. About 50 kilometers or 30 miles up in the Venusian atmosphere, things get surprisingly Earth-like. The temperature ranges from a comfortable 30 to 70 degrees Celsius, and the atmospheric pressure is similar to what we experience at sea level here on Earth. It's a sweet spot, a temperate layer sandwiched between the freezing cold above and the blistering heat below. Water vapor is present, and there are plenty of chemical compounds that could serve as food for microorganisms. One of the biggest mysteries supporting this idea is the presence of strange dark patches in Venus's clouds. These patches, called unknown absorbers, soak up a huge amount of ultraviolet radiation, just like some bacteria on Earth do for energy. These patches appear and disappear, behaving in ways that don't quite fit our models of atmospheric chemistry. Could these be massive blooms of microbial life, like algae blooms in our oceans? It's a tantalizing possibility. And then there's phosphine. A few years ago, a team of astronomers announced the potential detection of phosphine gas in Venus's atmosphere. On Earth, phosphine is almost exclusively produced by biological processes. Now, this discovery is still being debated, with some studies questioning the detection. But if it is confirmed, it would be a huge deal. It's not direct proof of life, but that's what we call a biosignature, a very strong hint that something biological might be going on. Of course, there are major challenges. The atmosphere is incredibly acidic. Any life would need to have evolved an incredible resistance to sulfuric acid. Also, the strong vertical winds on Venus would constantly pull things down into the hotter, unsurvivable layers. So, any Venusian microbes would need a way to stay afloat, maybe by using gas bubbles or some other buoyancy mechanism to complete their life cycle entirely within that habitable cloud layer. So what's next? We need to go there and check it out. Thankfully, several new missions to Venus are planned by NASA and the European Space Agency in the coming decade. These missions will carry advanced instruments designed specifically to analyze the atmosphere's chemistry and search for these potential signs of life. We're talking about orbiters, atmospheric probes, and maybe even balloons that could float through the clouds for months, sampling the air directly. It's an exciting time for planetary science. The idea of life on Venus pushes us to think outside the box, to consider that life might not look like us or even live in places we'd expect. It could be thriving right next door in the most unlikely of places. Whether we find tiny Venusian cloud surfers or just some weird chemistry, the search will teach us more about our solar system and our own place within it. What do you think? Could our toxic twin be hiding life in its clouds? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey to Venus, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more space explorations. See you next time.